Hey, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome back to another mouse hunt video. We are kicking off the Great Winter Hunt 2025. Can you believe how many winter hunts that we've gone through? This will be my 17th Great Winter Hunt. That is pretty incredible. I've had a lot of fun playing this game over the years, and it's given me untold amounts of joy. And I'm back with another video here breaking down the Great Winter Hunt. We're going to, as you can see here on the screen, we're going to talk about the kits that you can buy, what's the most valuable, and then, yeah, but let's go over some of the mechanics of this event here first. So here we go. Let's make this really big so we can, yeah, maybe not that big. let's bring it back down to like maybe that size. There we go. Um, okay, so the news post basically, that Dave put out there talks about how if you're unfamiliar with the event, check out that news post. It's pretty self-explanatory if you've played Mouse Hunt and you've played the Great Winter Hunt before. But if this is your first time, the basics of this event is you're going to want to start here probably in Cinnamon Hill. You're going to want to hunt, or you can actually start anywhere. You can start at any of these three locations: Cinnamon Hill, the Golem Workshop, or the Ice Fortress. When you hunt with regular cheese, so hunt using standard cheese with any of the locations in the Winter Taiga, you're going to collect pecan pecorino cheese. The pecan pecorino cheese, that's what you use to hunt with to collect golem parts. And similarly, you can hunt in all three locations in order to get the golem parts. You don't have to be in Cinnamon Hill to start. You don't have to only be in the workshop to get parts. You can loot the parts in every single location. All you have to know is that basic cheese collects the pecan pecorino, and then you use the pecan pecorino in order to attract mice that drop the golem parts. And the golem parts, and then once you collect one golem head, one golem torso, and four golem limbs, you construct a golem. And then you send that golem out into the world, into the mouse hunt world, and it comes back with loot. So let's take a look at this. Okay, so right now I just actually got my first golem back, so I'm already at reward level 2. So we'll look at that here in a second. So when you come over here, I can go through all of my parts, all of my golems, and I already have one golem at level 2. I've already upgraded him, and this is basically your golem interface. Okay, so I have this golem here, and he's in Epilogue Falls. This guy is in the Draconic Depths, and this guy is also in the Draconic Depths. Once you get the right here down here, the reinforced ice shards, you can upgrade your golems. So this, in order to go from level 1 to level 2, you just need one. You just need one ice shard. So, and you get one of those ice shards every single time that every single time that you send your level 1 guys out, you get an ice shard. So after you send all three out once, or three level 1 golems out, you'll have enough ice shards to rank all your golems up to level 2. And at level 2, so we'll click on this guy here because I'm already at level 2 with him. At level 2, you can see that I'm already getting... At level 1, you basically just get one area loot. You get one hailstone, you get one ice shard. At level 2, you get two things of area loot. One hailstone, but two ice shards. So the more golems that you get out, the more you rank them up, the more ice shards you get, the more golems you can upgrade. And then as you can see, if you scroll down here, every single level adds one more area loot, all the way up to level 10, which is which then you get 10 pieces of area loot. Now I can't remember if level 11, if it goes up. For some reason I thought that level 11 I thought it just kept adding one more piece of loot. I could be wrong there, though. It doesn't say that here, but I'm almost positive in years past that was the case. Let's actually check out the news post. Let's see. Festive rewards. We'll talk about all of that here in just a second. Festive activities. We're going through the advent calendar. It's next. So there's going to be several things. We'll talk about each of these here in a second. stop that. We're going to talk about this stuff here, and then this is just the shutdown. Okay, so it doesn't really say anything about... It doesn't say anything about at level 11 or beyond. I want to say that you get one more... I mean, I know for a fact that in years past, when you got to level 11, it didn't stop at just 10 things of loot. You did get you did get an 11th loot, because I want to say the last several years I've got all of my golems up to level 13 or level 14. I think it's level 12 or 13. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, but even at level 10, you get a new reward. So let's talk about these rewards here. So your first goal is to get everything to level 2, so you can get so you get this extra piece of loot, and you get more ice shards. But you also get the snowball charms at level 2 as well. Okay. At level 3, it's the same. Level 3, it's the same thing. You know, it's one more piece of area loot. Now you get 2 hailstones, and you get 3 ice shards. At level 4, you get 4 throwable snowballs each time to play the snowball showdown game. Level 5, which just increases these pieces of loot here. Level 6 is another gatekeeping one for the loot. Then you get 3 pieces of super brie every time you set it out. So this is a great event to really stock up on super brie. I will usually get several hundred pieces of super brie as loot. Level 7 obviously just increases the area loot, the hailstones, and the ice shards. These stay the same. Level 8, you start getting 2 charms, Festive and Ultimate Lucky Power Charms. Those are the 20 luck charms that also give you 2,400 power and 20% power bonus to your trap. And then level 9, just one more increase there. But then level 10, you get reindeer crates. And reindeer crates have all sorts of different kinds of loot in them. And it's too massive, really, to narrow down. Lots and lots, but it's usually level appropriate. So if you're a higher ranking player, you should get higher ranking loot in your reindeer crates, and it's completely random. So right now I've got 3 golems out. I have one that's coming back in 11 hunts, one in 17 hunts, and one in 23 hunts. And as you can see, I have actually not donated this year for this for my account here. This was the amount of cheese I had left over from last year when I donated. I used almost all the regular pecan pecorino last year, and I donated and had almost. I used some of this, and I had about 850 pieces or 820 pieces of. So I've used about 40 or 50 pieces of this so far, but I haven't donated yet. I will donate at some point to get something. We're going to look at that here in just a second. So yeah, let's look at real quick. Let's go back to the camp page here, and let's take a look at the Snowball Showdown. Again, let's do normal showdown. This is no different than the last couple years. Obviously, it's randomized on the shapes that you want to find. So the holiday tree is a good one to get. The small gift is usually pretty easy to find, even though it's only 4. The wreath is always interesting because it's 8. You have to hit 8 squares, and the one in the middle is missing. The Yule log. This is like playing Battleship, essentially. So we have 20 snowballs. Let's go ahead and we found a hit there. Oh, missed that. Okay, so what are our options here? So we know this is not the wreath. It's not the Yule log either. It could be the holiday tree, or it could be the small gift. So let's come here. Let's come here. All right, there we go. It's the gift. Okay, so let's bounce over here. See what we got. Okay, so we got several things going here. Looks like this is the wreath right here. Okay, so then we have these 2. So we know this can't be the Yule log, so this has to be the tree. Okay, so so I'm out of snowballs. So more than likely, I'm guessing it has to be here. Can it be another? Well, I guess no, yeah, it has to be this. It has to be going this direction. Sometimes you think, oh, it can't go in that direction. Then when you actually get it, you're like, oh, well, it could have been this. Sometimes it's backwards and everything, and you can't see that. So 3 more snowballs to identify that, and then the Yule log could honestly be anywhere. Let's see, it can't be Let's see, horizontally, it can only be in these 3 rows here. Vertically, it could be here, 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 or here. So there's not many options left. So I'll probably start hunting in this area when I get some more snowballs. So that's basically how the Snowball Showdown works. And if you have the upgrade dust, whoops, I don't want to buy that. What am I doing? Did I? Yeah, there's nothing on my cart. Okay, I don't want to buy that. Here, let's go to the gift. Someone has sent me some charms, so let's send the gift back to them. Okay. So what you're asking is, what is the best kits to get? So let's go over the kits. Let's go to the premium offers page. And as you can see here, what the devs always do is they always have 3 options, 3 kits that will come out that are limited in how many you can buy, and then they have the ones that you can buy unlimited numbers of. So the first one here is the Golem Bodybuilder Kit. As you can see here on the pop-up, this gives you the Golden Shield for 1 month. It gives you enough Golem parts to build 1 Golem. It gives you 15 Festive Spirit, 15 Glazed Pecan Pecorino. Let me say it real quick. The Glazed Pecan Pecorino will attract more mice that drop Golem parts, and it also helps attract the Glazy Mouse, which drops a ton more parts, more than the other ones. And you can only get that through either buying on the marketplace or donating. It won't be in loot drops. And then, of course, it comes with 1 holiday hat. So this is basically enough to send out 1 Golem. You can only buy 1 of these. It's 99 cents. And I usually recommend that if you are going to donate, most people, you can figure out a way to donate $1 to the game if you have enough. If you spend a lot of time playing the game and it brings you a lot of joy, spending $1, even if it's all you think you buy, I think it's a good thing to how to show the devs some appreciation if it's the only thing you donate for the year. So I always recommend it, at the very least, to buy this 99-cent pack. We'll take a look at the gold value of that in just a second. This one here is the animated Snowball Starter Bundle for $10. You can buy 3 of these. So basically it's going to cost you $30 or $29.98 or $29.97, whatever it is. So you get 115 animated snow. And animated snow is used to make Golem parts. So, and then 350 throwable snowballs. So the Snowball Showdown that we just did, you get 350 of those. So obviously I started with 20. So 350 is a lot. But you'll go through that quicker than you think. It's not like the matching game in during the Halloween event where if you get lucky, you get to keep your guesses. So you get 3 Snowball Showdown dust on there to make it worth more pieces of more loot, more valuable loot as the rewards, and 100 snowball charms. That's kind of a throw in there. Snowball charms are really easy to come by, especially if you have one of those Gatling. This is like the ice cannon. If you have that from some of the years past, obviously that's a limited edition trap, and so newer hunters won't be able to have that. But if you do have that trap, you'll be able to generate snowballs regardless. So snowball charms are not hard to come by. So that's just more of a throw in. And then the last one is the Golem Gang Bundle for $10 as well, another $9.99. Essentially, buying this, you'll be able to send out 3 golems immediately with 3 hats. Obviously, it comes with 25 pieces of cheese, and then 25 Festive Spirit, and 75 Jingle Bells. So you could essentially buy this, and the Jingle Bells, 25 Jingle Bells, that 1 Jingle Bell that you ring takes off 1 hunt. So if you ring 25, then you don't have to wait at all for that golem to come back. So essentially with this one, you could send out 3 golems, ring all the 25 Jingle Bells times 3, that's 75, and then uncork your Festive Spirit, and boom, you've spent this entire thing with the hats. You still have your pieces of cheese, obviously, but other than that, you could spend all of this immediately and get 3 returns back on automatically. So, I mean, I would probably wait. I probably wouldn't do that right away, maybe unless you're really wanting to get ahead in the event. But because those golems that you send out later on that bring back more loot, those are going to be more valuable for you. That being said, golems that you send out with magic hats, the level of the golem does not determine the value or the randomness of the good loot that comes in the magical hat. So, for example, you can loot a Calgorous rib if you send it to the Queso Geyser. Obviously, it's a very rare loot drop, and it doesn't matter if you have a level 1 golem or a level 15 golem. You're only going to get that rib in a hat or a scarf if you use either one of those. And so it doesn't mean that. What I'm trying to say is that you don't have to wait till you have level 10 golems to use your hats. Okay, the hat loot is irrespective of what the level of the golem is. So each of these kits. So let's talk about this. So let's bring this over here. And then we also have the Winter Taiga gift basket, the Winter Taiga small supply kit, and the Winter Taiga large supply kit. We also have various pieces of pecan pecorino cheese, the glazed pecan cheese, and then you can buy individual pieces of Festive Spirit, Festive Jingle Bells, and then obviously Snowballs Dust, the Snowball Dust pack, and then you can buy 50 snowballs at once as well as the 99-cent throwable snowballs booster pack. Not exactly. I didn't evaluate that one here, but we can, and then we have the Limit 1, the Winter Hunt skin bundle for $15. You get 4 new skins, 3 pieces or 3 Snowball Showdown Dust, and then 50 snowballs. So, and actually, now that I think about it, I actually did my calculations wrong here. Here, let's do some quick math here. Plus, 3,900 times 3. Close my parentheses. Okay. Something's not right here. Oh, I see what I did here. I mixed these up. I think I just misordered these right here. This is actually supposed to be $3.99, and this is $19.99. There we go. I was like, that gold per dollar was not right. It's like, it's not. That's way out of whack there. There we go. Okay, that looks much better. I had the values, the cost of those kits backwards. I was like, what the heck just happened? Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at each of these. Let's start with the special kits. So I've evaluated these down here. So these are limits, though. So when I factor in how much these kits are worth and I do a couple different things. The first thing I do is I evaluate what's in the kit that I'm going to use for the event. So if you're looking for not unlimited, but enough supplies to get you through the entire event. And I'm going to say money is no object. When I say that, I mean, obviously that's not a case for everybody, but if you have $50, this is obviously going to be a tremendous kit to buy. It's one of the better bang for your buck kits. You are going to spend $50, but you're going to get 1,000 pieces of cheese. You're going to get 12 hats. You're going to get 100 throwable snowballs, which again, that's kind of a throw in. You get 250 pieces of Festive Spirit, which that doubles or that adds 1 loot drop to most of the stuff except for golem parts in the Winter Taiga. You get 75 Festive Jingle Bells. Again, that's kind of a throw into it. Those are valuable, but usually a lot of people save those towards the end, or some people like to use them to like get their golems balanced. But some people like all their golems to come back at the same time. They don't like them, interspersed at different variables. And then you get 1 of the dust as well with this. And again, this one, the Winter Taiga small supply kit is a step down from this. Instead of 1,000 pieces, you get 350. Instead of 250 spirit, you get 100. You get 3 hats instead of 12, and you get 25 jingles, and you get no dust. And then the gift basket is $4. It's just a smaller version of what you have. Obviously, there's no limit on the amount of these that you can buy. So let's take a look at each of these. So these are our first 3 lines right here on my Excel sheet. So what is the best value here? Well, when I say gold value, this is for the stuff that comes in the kit that you can actually sell in the marketplace. So if you have no intention of using it, what is its gold value in game? So this Winter Taya gift basket, the material in it is worth about 8.3 million gold. Okay. Now, if we were to go, let's take a look at this real quick. Let's go to the marketplace and okay, so they're actually not selling this kit here. Okay, so that's interesting. Sometimes you can actually sell the entire kit itself. So it must be when you buy this kit, it must go directly into your inventory. Okay, that makes sense. They probably don't want people to monetize this, which is totally fine. So we can put our, like I said, that way we can put our own value to it, which is what I've already done. So $4 essentially gets you 8.3 million worth of gold. So which is the Pecan Pecorino, the Festive Spirit, the hat, and the Jingle Bells. That's worth about 8.3 million in-game currency. So your gold per dollar is a little over 2 million gold per dollar that you're going to spend. The small supply kit, again, it's $20. You're going to get 52 million and change and gold value of the supplies that you're going to get. So your gold per dollar is a little more, 2.6. And then the large supply kit for $50, 158 million gold. So if you're looking to really sell a lot of stuff here and increase your gold value, because maybe you want to buy a mythical dragon heart, this is one way to look at that. So you're getting 3.1 million gold per dollar on this kit here. Obviously, you're going to spend more, but it's worth more, so it's more valuable. So then as we look down here at some of the other things that you can buy individually, I don't have the Pecan Pecorino cheese listed here because you can't sell it. So it really doesn't have a gold value. So you kind of have to compare it to the glazed pecan, which is sellable on the marketplace. The Pecan Pecorino is what you loot just by the basic hunting with regular cheese. So what you have to ask yourself then, if you want 1,000 pieces, do you want to spend $18 to get 1,000 pieces of cheese, which would take you probably, I don't know, 700, 800 hunts to get that many pieces of cheese? That's what $18 is worth. Likewise, $10 gets you 500, $5 gets you 100, and $1 gets you 15. So, I mean, unless you're really just wanting to bypass that, you're not willing to spend the extra money to buy the glazed pecan, which obviously you spend more and get less, but it's more valuable because it actually has value in the game, and you attract better mice that drop more parts, so you can build more golems. What's the better cheese to use? I mean, I actually completed the event last year and got all level 12, level 13 golems with just using the basic cheese. Okay. I have a hard time recommending buying the glazed pecan just straight outright. I think glazed pecan is worth a lot, and it's actually really valuable to use if you buy these bundles here, because you're getting a lot more stuff. You're getting the hats, you're getting the Festive Spirit, you're getting the Jingle Bells. Buying this kind of cheese here straight out, I mean, like I said, it does have value. So let's take a look at this, especially, and also, where's the hats? Oh, that's... I'm not exactly sure where some of this stuff is on, because maybe I was looking at on my phone. I know that you can buy 3 magical hats. I saw it on my phone for $4.99. It's not appearing here on the website. I'm wondering if there's a difference. Let's see. Is there a way to... Let's search for an item. Hat. Magical hat. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so it is on here, but maybe it's just not on the main page. That's weird. Featured. Is it because I'm... Huh. Am I missing it? I'm not blind. Festive Spirit, Jingle Bells, Pecan Glaze, and then the regular... No, it's not listed on here. You have to actually search for it. Environments. That's all the same. So if we click on all, I mean, if this is just going to take us down through all these different kits from the entire game. Equipment. It is under here under equipment. Magical hat. So you'll just have to trust me. All right, let's go back over here so we have both of these on the screen. You'll just have to trust me when I tell you the price, because I picked it off my phone. All the different individual prices for some of this stuff. That's interesting. You have to go. I wonder if the devs know that. I wonder if they know that it's not listed on the main page there. It is on the phone, but it's not on the website. I'm gonna send Michelle an email about that and see what they probably overlooked that. Okay, so let's get back to this. So 3 magical hats. You can buy 3 magical hats for $5. Again, the gold value of each of the hats right now. This is based on current prices in the market. Obviously, that can fluctuate up and down, but that's worth about 8.4 million gold. So gold per dollar you're spending, it's about 1.6. So it's not as much. It's not as valuable. But if you're just wanting 3 hats to put on your golems, it's going to cost you $5. Snowball Showdown Dust. $1 gets you something that's worth 3.9 million gold right now. So obviously your gold per dollar is, well, it's a little over, but it's essentially 3.9 million because it's $1 for each of these. That's actually a pretty good deal. You're going to get quite a bit, and then the Snowball Dust Pack is essentially you get 10 of these. Is it? Yeah, it's right here. You get 10 of the things instead of just one, but you get 25 throwable snowballs with it. So honestly, the only difference between this pack here and then this pack here is just Snowball Showdown Dust. Yeah. So if you're going to buy one, might as well buy 10 and get 25 snowballs with it. I mean, it's honestly, I think the devs maybe could have thrown in a little something more there. So I can't really recommend buying either of these as well. You're going to get a lot of snowballs as you hunt. And again, you go 25. You're not going to clear one board with 25. So, but if you do want the dust is valuable in its. I mean, at 3.9 million gold. If you want to turn around and sell that, I mean, and there's no limit. You can buy many of these as you want. You could make quite a bit of gold on the marketplace by selling. As a matter of fact, that is the second most valuable of the unlimited kits that you can buy. If you're looking to buy stuff on the marketplace for regular hunting, let's say you want to buy a mythical dragon heart because you're missing one or two, this would be your best bang for your buck in terms of changing that something that you donate for gold per dollar for this event. Well, I mean, Super Brie kits. Well, we could evaluate that later too, but we're just talking about the Great Winter Hunt kits here. So 25 festive jingle bells, as you see here, 25 or 150. You can 99 cents for or $1 for 25, or $5 for 150. Obviously, the better bet, you're getting more bang for your buck. If you're going to buy the 150, you get more gold per value of the kits. It's actually worth more, gold per dollar is higher. And then your 1,500 and 500 pieces of the glazed pecan pecorino. Obviously, if you're gonna buy this, you might as well buy the 500. I mean, if you're gonna spend $2, if you're gonna spend $2 and you're only getting 15 pieces, you're throwing away your money. I mean, look at this. It's 609,000 gold per dollar. This is 2.5 million. This is worth a lot more. So it's going to stretch further if you get the 500. So if you're going to buy the cheese outright and you don't want anything else, again, I recommend buying the 500. It's just better bang for your buck. 25 festive spirit versus 100 festive spirit. Again, It's $5 versus $10. So at $5 you buy 25. At $10 you buy 100. So I mean, why would you buy the $5 pack and get? It's just the simple math. You buy that pack twice for $5 each time, and you can only get 50, or you spend $10 at one time and you get a 100. So you're essentially getting 50 free. So it's a no-brainer. If you're going to buy the Festive Spirit outright with nothing else in the kit, you might as well buy the one for $10, or buy one of these larger kits. And you bundle and save. This is the one I want to really talk about here, the Winter Hunt Trap Skin Pack. So for $15, you're gonna get this right here up that you can see the pop up here on the screen. You're gonna get the Chrome Mantelpiece of Obliteration Skin Trap, which is used with the Chrome Thought Obliterator, and you're gonna get a deep freeze Chrome Slumbering Boulder Skin Trap. It's used with the Chrome Slumbering Boulder Trap. And then obviously the Peppermint Aura Sea Turtle Skin Trap. I don't have that trap yet. You can see that. It's telling me that on the screen. And then the Gift Sled Trap for the use for the Stinger. You're also going to get 50 throwable snowballs. Again, a throw in. And then 3 Snowball Showdown Dust, which is obviously that's worth quite a bit. So all told, so I looked up each of these prices on the marketplace in terms of what you can currently sell each of these skins for right now. This pack right now, its gold value is worth 97 million gold. Gold per dollar, 6.4, almost 6.5 million gold per dollar. It is the best bang for your buck right now. Now those skin traps, they're volatile in price. They do fluctuate quite a bit. What you can sell them for right now it'll change, 2 weeks from now, 6 months from now. I'm just telling you, as a snapshot of time right now, their value altogether, when you add them all together with the snowball dust, is just under $100 million, or 100 million gold in the game. For $15, again, that's a pretty good. If you like skins and you want to sell them, I honestly don't care about skins. I think the skins look fantastic. I think they add a lot of intrinsic cosmetic value to the game. Obviously, there's only a handful of skins that actually have functionality. Again, I'm not going over that stuff right now. But most of the skins are just purely for cosmetic. And again, they make everything look really, really cool. That being said, they don't change anything. And for the most part, you're just hunting. And if you need money, if you need gold in the game, some of the high value skins, they're good things to sell. So I have some high value skins, but I've sold quite a few in the past as well, as I've needed to buy things like buying all those Adoran jewels when I got the Chrome, that Chrome tactical trap from the Floating Islands, which was an insane amount of gold that I spent on that thing to get all those Adoran jewels. And then if you look down here below, I did put a value to each of these special kits, the ones with a limit 1 and limit 3 and limit 3. Again, the reason why I say you should get the 99-cent one, I mean, you're not going to sell this stuff. You're going to use it, but it's worth, not only do you get to build one golem, but it's worth 6 million in gold. So, I mean, that's basically a giveaway by the devs. I mean, they're just giving you parts almost for free. I mean, that's why I say, if you're going to buy something, definitely, at the very least, buy the Golem Bodybuilder bundle. I mean, it's nothing more than just say thank you to the devs, and you're going to get a ton of bang for your buck. Now, you can only buy one, so they do limit that because they know it's worth quite a bit. Otherwise, people would only buy that. They would just keep buying it over and over and over and over again, and the devs would not make a lot of money. So they do have to put some value to that. So overall, what should I say? If you're looking to to spend some money this great winter hunt, again, I'm going to tell you, get the Winter Taiga large supply kit for $50. That's really the one that you're going to want to get if you're going to really want to stock up. Again, you could buy the $20 kit and you'll be just fine. My thing is that if you're going to spend money, you might as well get the best bang for your buck. If you spend money on some of the other ones, I mean, in just a handful of days, you're gonna recoup that, or you're gonna get the equal equivalent of that in hunting and sending golems out. So, I mean, if you really wanted to get ahead, you might as well spend the extra money. I mean, And if you're typing in the comments right now, or you're getting ready to type in, it's like, Matt, you don't understand. I don't have money to do this. That's totally fine. I'm not telling you have to donate. Like I said, I donated once last year to this event, and there's plenty of other events like that I don't donate. I didn't donate to the Halloween event this year. There was no need to. And I don't usually donate to the birthday event or other events. It really depends on what it is that I'm trying to do as to whether I donate. There are definitely events that I donate to throughout the year. I do spend a little bit of money on this game, not a ton, but a part of that is this game has brought me a lot of joy over the years, and I don't mind spending a little bit of money. This is what I put my entertainment dollars to. Okay, I don't spend a ton of money on other things. And this is the only online game that I play. I used to play Marvel Strike Force, but that game just got that game became a pay to win game, and I was like, I'm not spending $50 every month on a game. That's just crazy. Not doing that. So, so that's basically a breakdown of this. At the very least, I would say get the 99-cent one if you want to spend some extra money. I think the large supply basket is worth the most. Honestly, none of these, you're not going to go wrong with any of these. They're all going to provide value to what you're going to spend. Honestly, you're going to get more bang for your buck with a $50 one. But the $20 one and even the $4 one is still going to give you decent bang for your buck if that's all you can spend. So you're not going to go wrong with any of these three. Obviously, this one's worth more. It's going to be more valuable. But again, you're not going to go wrong with any of these three based upon my gold per dollar conversion here. 150 festive jingle bells. Again, that's a decent return on your money if you're just looking to sell those. The 500 glazed pecorino. Again, 2.5 million. My thing is that if you're going to get 500 pieces there for $16, yeah, for 500 pieces. I mean, you might as well. Well, if you don't care about the hats and everything else, then I could see where you could buy this twice and spend $32 and save yourself $18 if you didn't care about all the stuff in this kit and you just wanted the cheese. I could see how you could go down that path. So I would say large supply kit. You want to get. I wouldn't probably. Maybe the dust really that's a good deal if you're wanting to just to get dust or just to sell it. This is right here. This is what you're going to do. You're going to run and repeat this. You could buy 50 of those, and good lord, the amount of gold that you could make 50 times 4 million. That's a lot of gold in the game. And then like I said, then the skin pack. I'm probably actually going to donate and get the skin pack, hold on to those skins, and maybe sell them at some other point. But again, the value that you get from that, obviously, it's just cosmetic for hunting. But with the snowball dust with the skins, obviously, it's worth quite a bit. So buy the 99-cent one. If you want to get one of these other kits, I would say either buy the $50 kit or the $16 kit just to get the 500 pieces of cheese. And then I would probably not get either of these two deals here, the ones with the Golem Gang bundle or the animated Snowball bundle. Definitely not the Snowball bundle. I don't think you're getting your value there, even though you're getting three pieces of dust or three of the dust for the game. I mean, for $10 for three. Look, you can buy three of those for $1 each. So you can spend $3. Again, animated snow. Yeah, you can use that to build golem parts, throwable snowballs. The snowball charms are worthless. I mean, they don't have any intrinsic value here. So I would probably not get this one. I hate to say to tell you to not buy something the devs are putting out there. And then the Golem Gang bundle, again, most of this value is in the magic hats. You're not getting hardly any supplies here. I would only buy this if you just have to send golems out right now, and you don't want to wait, and you want to spend $10. You want to send 3 golems out, immediately pull them back, and then you want to start your event. If that's the case, you want to spend $10 to get a head start, go right ahead. I don't think you're getting your value for this. Okay. because we're gonna spend almost a month in this event. If you hunt somewhat regularly, again, you're going to be at level 12, level 13 golems regardless. You don't need to get a $10 head start over everybody else unless you just absolutely have to. So, again, I would probably not buy either of these two kits. As a matter of fact, I'm not buying them. I will buy the 99-cent one. I'm going to buy this. And depends on whether or not I want to stock up for next year. I might get the $50 kit, but I probably will avoid that. Not this, even though this is what I bought last year, I just don't need it for this year. So that's really kind of my take on the Great Winter Hunt, on all the stuff. Let's take a look real quick. Let's go ahead and maximize this back up here. And I'm already at 40 minutes, so I'm way too long here. I wanted to make this 30 minutes or less. Oh, let's sound our horn, see where we're at. Okay, we built a golem part. So now, let's look at our adventure, or the adventure book. Obviously, I've already gathered up all the parts. I've already got reward. I've already got cinnamon. I've built a part. This is from last year. If you've already caught the Ice King or the Frost King, you don't technically have to catch him to complete the adventure. Now I just need to fire a hailstone at the Ice Fortress and smash the shield. So let's go ahead and go to the Ice Fortress and yeah, if you have your festive spirit, you would definitely want to use it here. You want to uncork it when you do this, so you're going to get more bang for your buck. Now, each of these cannons provides, when it hits the shield, like if I turn this cannon on, and I turn this one on, I turn this one on. Hold on, because I only have one, so it's not going to do much. This cannon will provide animated snow each time it hits. This one will provide cinnamon, I believe. And then this one provides some unique charm. I think that's how this works. Yeah. Okay. That's interesting how you can loot cinnamon here as well. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna turn those on until I have some more guys here. Also, I got the Joy Mouse, so I actually dropped Festive Spirit. Got Golem Limb, got an Extreme Snowball Charm, Festive Ultimate Power Charm, and Chrome Charm. I'm getting my Chrome Charms because I've got a Slayer aura, and I've got the Chrome aura, and I have the Winter aura now too. So from getting our Golem. I'm using the Golem Guardian trap. This is the physical. So this is one of the skins that actually has value, or it has some kind of a not value, but it has stats to it. You can change this. It's a limited edition trap, so if you don't have this, you're not going to be able to get it again. But it has all these different skins, and it takes 500 hunts to charge it up. So right now, it's 100% on a physical trap. I could, arm the tactical version, or the Hydro, or Forgotten, or Arcane, and it takes 500 hunts to get it all the way charged. So at 100% charge, this trap has 7,000 power, 15% power bonus. It has 32 luck, and it has 20% attraction. And obviously in the Great Winter Hunt area, it also has well, this is weird. It should have a 20%. It should have a 20% bonus at the Winter Taiga as well. I'm surprised it doesn't. Let's take a look at this. Maybe it doesn't. Let's Great Winter Hunt traps. Let's just arm this one for a second. This is a Great Winter Hunt trap. It's giving me a 20% power bonus with the use of the charm. Maybe that's what it is. Let's do the Rift Gatler. Is it the same thing? Okay, so the area, I thought the area specifically gave 20%, so you got 20% on top of the 20% snowball bonus. Christmas Candelabra. I don't see. Gold Frost Crossbow. No, it's just that 20% is with the charm itself. Festive Fur, Gatling Gatler. Actually, Glacier. Actually, I'm going to switch over to this one because this one will allow me to build or get more snowball charms for free. Oh, the Double Diamond Adventure. Man, I remember that trap. Father Winter's Timepiece. I haven't used this hardly at all. I have used it a handful of times. Ice Blaster is just a scaled down version of course, it's limited edition, but it's a scaled down version of the Glacier Gatler. Um, Explosive Toboggan Ride. I actually have three of these. This is back when this was a trap that I was able to get. I think it was 2010 Great Winter Hunt, but I actually got three of these. So this is back when you could actually loot multiple event traps in an event season. So this was a fun. And then you smashed it to make the Double Diamond Adventure, which this was the best hydro trap in the game for a long time, way back when. Gingerbread House Surprise. Yeah, I love the artwork here, and I love combining it with the gingerbread base. Yeah, we're still getting the 20% bonus there. Golem Guardian, the Holiday Express. I've never used this trap. Never had a reason to. Christmas Cracker. I've let you guys in on a little secret. This is my favorite trap in the game. And the reason why is because I missed out on a couple high-end power traps when I first started playing. Didn't have enough gold to buy them either from the first Ronza visit. And then so this trap became my best physical trap until the very next week when I was able to buy the Chrome Drill Bot. But this one was free, 100% free for just completing the Great Winter Hunt of 2009. And it was one of my favorite. It was my favorite trap for a long time. I used this exclusively in the Dur Dunes, in the Tribal Isles, and I have a lot of really fond memories of using this trap. Festive Gauntlet Crusher. I've only used this trap a handful of times. Actually, what it does is that it will double the tier 3 and loot drops in the King's Gauntlet, and then the Wrapped Gift Trap. So this is an interesting trap. This one actually has if you look at the stats here, 1100 power, 5% power bonus, 5 luck, 10% attraction. It's actually on par with the Swiss Army knife trap, but during the Great Winter Hunt, it actually becomes the unwrapped gift trap, and you can see that you can look on here and you can see where it has the power and the power bonus. But if you look under the special, it says Greedy Owl's Festive Generosity 2050, and another 5% power on top of that. And then the luck, he takes from 5 luck and he adds another 20 luck, so it becomes a 25 luck trap. So again, it's nothing fantastic, but I mean it was great back in the day. And if you do the gingerbread house and then you take, let's do Great Winter Hunt. I only have 4 Great Winter Hunt bases. The Hot House base is counted as a Great Winter Hunt base just because we got it during the Great Winter Hunt. But the gingerbread base is not part of this. Why do I have this one favorited? That doesn't make any sense. The Golem Guardian base, it's fine. Let's look for gingerbread. That's interesting. It's just listed as, huh. Okay, but when you combine, look at this. Look how nice that looks. Doesn't that look nice? And see, to me, I think what the devs should do, they should look for more combinations. Like there should be some kind of a bonus for using both of these together, because there should be some kind of a synergy bonus. Let's do Candy Cane. Let's go down to Great Winter. Oh, this is the basis. Sorry. Let's go back to the traps. Yeah, it's not that one. Was it the Nutcracker? One of these. That one actually looks pretty decent. Nice and festive. Christmas Cactus. No. Oh, it's the Christmas cracker. Yeah, look at that. Because they're both kind of candy striper type stuff. I think those look really nice together. Again, I think there should be some kind of a bonus there. Same with the maybe with the wrapped. Yeah, maybe not. And then the last thing I really want to look at here from a visual. Oh, the holiday. This one here with the yeah, this one right here, the festive winter hunt base. Um, Again, this is a limited edition trap, the holiday hydro hailstone. But we could also. There was another tree one, festive fir. That looks really good too. That actually looks really good. Might actually use that for a little bit. I mean, it's almost got 40 luck, so it doesn't have a ton because the trap is only 10, the base is 10, but I'm getting a lot from my different auras. I'm getting 15 from my auras. The Father Winter's timepiece that actually looks really good too, with with the festive winter hunt base. Christmas cactus, not so much. Yeah, the rest of these, not. I mean, again, Gatling, Glacier Gatler, and then let me put back on my all seasons track base to get all of my snowball charms. So this is definitely what I'm going to be using going forward. So let's take a look at my list here. I'm still hunting the. Oh, I have to use regular cheese to get those guys. So all right, well. That's pretty much what I wanted to talk about for the grape. Oh, wait, we had one more thing. Jeez, we're almost at an hour. Let's talk about here. Let's go real quick to the. Yeah, if you want to buy some of the new weapon, if you want to buy the old bases, I mean, it costs Advent chocolate, as well as the gingerbread house surprise. Where is? I'm missing something. Oh, it's up here in the reward track. Okay. In the reward track, once you claim 25 golems, you get the Polar Vortex trap, which looks like that. That is interesting. The Polar Vortex trap, it is a tactical trap with 8,000 power. You have to be a Baron to use it. It's a limited edition, 25% power bonus, 30 luck. 30 luck. No attraction bonus, and it's a stale rating. 30 luck for tactical traps. Where does that let's take a look. Excuse me. Tactical, let's sort by luck. Okay, so both of both of the traps in the floating isles will surpass it in terms of luck. It has a little more power, but as we all know, luck is more important than power for the most part. There are exceptions to that, but it's better than the Chrome Sphinx, which means it's better than the regular Sphinx. It's better than the Anniversary Ambush trap, which again, that's an LE trap. Most people probably don't have that unless they were hunting, you know, whenever that was 10 years ago. Big Boom, obviously most people don't have that. That's from 2012. Brewers, that's from 2010. 25 luck. So yeah. So in game traps, the gouging geyserite, however you say that, it's gonna blow this out of the water. It's got a little less power, but it's got 7 more luck. Well of Wisdom. That's an LE trap. Dimensional Chest. Obviously, it blows this way out of the water too. Zugwings, obviously. Now we're getting down into stuff that doesn't matter. Horrific, HVMT, TVMT. Yeah, none of these traps will hold any candle. So it really becomes the best when you compare it to in-game traps. It's only surpassed by the floating island tactical traps. So, and you get it at the Baron level, which is I forgot what can you even do at Baron level. Baron level is when you get access to Fort Rocks and the Fiery Warpath. Okay, so that's before even the Rift areas. Wow. Yeah, that will give you a tactical trap that will do really well. Now, hold on. There was a special. There was a special feature to that. Let's read about what this was. Okay, so it adds +1 to area specific loot drops, and consumes 1 cyclone stone per catch when used in the floating islands. So wait a minute. Is that so? It's only used in the. So that special benefit is only used in the floating isles. I'm wondering what this means. This trap adds +1 to area specific loot drops, and consumes 1 cyclone stone per catch when used. Oh, the whole thing is when used in the floating island. Okay, so basically, it's going to eat up 1 cyclone stone. I'm not sure how I feel about that. To add +1 to area specific loot drops. So maybe you don't want to use this all the time in the floating isles before you get those other tactical traps. But you would definitely want to use it when you're catching the boss mouse, the mini bosses, because that cuts down on the number of trips you have to take. Because you got to take hundreds and hundreds of trips through the floating isles. Okay, I like it. All right, so what's the base is the Rift Hailstone Singularity base. This mysterious festive magic contained within the hailstones of the Great Winter Taiga have been known to exhibit some strange fantastical blah 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 blah. This so it's a Rift base. This base adds +1 stat per catch in the Valor Rift, but it consumes all loot drops while climbing the tower. Huh. Well, I can definitely see how you would want to use this base if you didn't care about the loot drops. But when you're going for the shadow or the shade of the eclipse or the eclipse bounce itself, you definitely don't want to use this base because adding just one step to that is not worth not looting what those two mice drop. So I could see. I mean, I guess if you don't want sigils, if you have plenty of them, maybe you don't need them anymore. Or tower secrets, maybe you have plenty of those as well. But man, that's a hefty price to pay for just one extra step. And so it does. So basically, it this in addition, this base has the same properties as the prestige base, which causes it to grow in power as the hunter reaches new heights. Interesting. Permanently throughout the whole game. Yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I could see how you could use it in limited circumstances. If you're looking to make a longer run or you're doing the string stepping, I guess this would help. But man, if you haven't been to the Valor Rift and you were counting on a great Rift base to use, you're not going to want to use this when you first jump in there. But again, it is a free base. But newer hunters aren't going to ever use this. I mean, they'll use it maybe if it's their first Rift base. But even then, there's better Rift bases to get in the game. When I say better Rift bases, I mean, obviously this one can be made better by hunting more in the Valor Rift. But newer players aren't going to be able to get there. That's the last Rift area that you hunt in. And it's hard. It takes a long time to build up your base. Matter of fact, here I'll show you what my base is at. Well, we're coming up on an hour here. Actually, I used to have it starred there. So let's arm it. So 490 and then 20%, and then I've reached 65 as my highest floor, so I get an additional 1300 power and luck, so it's worth 5, and then I get an additional 16 luck because I've reached Eclipse 8 in Ultimate Umbra. So it's not as good as, for me, the Dragon Refractor, Opal Refractor is much better than the Prestige base. But here for the event, I'm going back to this because the mice here are so weak it doesn't matter. I've got the minimum luck to catch everything I need. Oh, look at this! I got an orange winter hunt gift box. So that's my first one. I usually wait to open up these till the very end of the event. So, okay, well that's pretty much it. Maybe we'll wait another 40 seconds. We'll do an outro here, and then we'll sound the horn, and then that'll be it. So I do want to thank everybody for watching this video, and if you came here from my guide, thank you very much. If you found this through any other method, tell me down below where you found this video at, and if you like this content, if you like Mousehunt content, I could definitely be persuaded to make more. It's not something I've done on a regular basis. Obviously, I've made a handful of Mousehunt videos over the years. But I would like to make more, and I'll tie this to my guide as well and post that there as I try to build that guide back up to what it used to be. It used to be the #1 guide in all of Mousehunt. It's not anymore. I need to work myself back up. All right, let's sound the horn. What do we get? What do we got? What do we got? Sound the horn. We got a sleigh ride mouse. So yeah, extreme snowball charm. We got that from the roll up from the super. Another snowball charm, we got that from the trap, and then a chrome charm. So we did get 2 snow limbs from the Boreon Commander. So when we get our next golem coming in, we will be able to send another one straight back out. But we only have 1 head. We do have 4 bodies. We only have 5 limbs. We have no animated snow. So anyway, thanks so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel for more content, and I will talk to you later. Have a great day.